Hey guys, MLP here. Gonna be doing a reaction to Phoenix Wright, MLP FIM Turnabout Storm, Part 5 or 5. This will be Part 2. So this will be like from there to probably there or something like that. This is gonna be a long one. So anyway, let's get to the video.
No point in hiding it. Ace and I were blackmailing Rainbow Dash. We ordered her to meet in the Everfree Forest.
Bad girl.
Why would you want to meet in the forest? Surely you know how dangerous it is in there.
Ace and I personally liked making these deals in secluded locations. We couldn't risk flies on the wall listening in.
Where's the money, huh? I want to see the money.
No. You don't see the money till I see the stuff.
Oh, for God's sake, there's only one way to put an end to this nuisance. He's wearing a wire!
What? You son of a...
And this
True.
is how you had your victims cooperate. You were able to find their weaknesses using that talent of yours. It's probably why he was really wearing that lightning-proof suit. Not to prepare for the race, but to attempt to conceal his identity from Rainbow Dash.
Oh yeah, that's actually clever.
As you just naturally blended in with your dark colors.
That's correct. It's worked up to this point. Well,
Yeah.
besides two individuals who went against my terms.
Eh.
One being the defendant, the other... I'm sure you know who that is, right? Don't you?
The Griffin?
Both of them are going to get their just desserts soon enough.
Oh wait, no, it's Pegasus.
As much as Trixie would love to see you both arrested, we honestly don't care how you cheat and manipulate. Let's get back to what you saw in the forest for us.
Coming from you.
Cheat and manipulate. Do you really think you have the right to judge me? What do you say? We all talk about you and your pitiful.
This is about you, not her.
Defense's co-counsel over there. That's right, Twilight. It stems past the humiliation she suffered from you. Isn't that right, Trixie?
Eh?
Huh! Don't even bother trying to pull that one again, lady. Trixie was a fool to let some blackmailing hussy get to her the first time. Even if Trixie has to get you off the hook for Mr. Wrong's murder accusation, you're still getting locked up for your other crimes.
Yeah.
Trixie hopes you enjoy stale bread, because that's all you're going to be eating for a long time.
Oh boy.
Head on!
Yeah, enough mudslinging.
Please continue your testimony.
What are they talking about?
I'll tell you later. You've got to focus on winning here.
Yeah.
I got there long before Ace, and I hid in some foliage near the meeting place. Rainbow Dash showed up.
I wish I could get my room a little brighter, but that's a dumb light.
And what were these negotiations?
For her to drop out of the race.
Why didn't you just have her lose? Why have her drop out completely?
Because she's too good.
Several reasons.
And her ego.
Because of her performance at another event, it's clear she's the better athlete in every way, shape, and form. But the main reason was because of her arrogance and pride. If she were to participate in that race, there was a chance her competitive nature would kick in. She would throw away all bets and try to win, even at the price of those pictures being exposed.
I've only known her for a day and a half, and that really sounds like something Rainbow Dash would do.
Yeah, she's got a big ego.
She declined and flew up high, hitting a storm cloud she put there in foresight. I watched as a lightning bolt hit Ace directly on one of the exposed parts on his suit. It sent him flying a few feet.
That's still gonna be hard. It's pitch black and a bright flash of light would blind you. It would be hard to see.
I'd like to ask you what you witnessed here, Sonata. Unlike Gilda, you actually saw this, correct?
Every solitary detail.
Then you should have been blinded by the light.
How were you able to see all this?
Yeah.
I'm sure Rainbow Dash would have seen you if you were illuminating the area with your horn.
That's because I didn't. The lightning itself lit up the area after she set it off. In that split second, I was able to see everything that had happened.
Would you care to share these details?
After the negotiations went sour, Rainbow flew up and hit that cloud. As you know, there are some exposed parts on that racing suit. I saw Ace look up, bewildered at what she was doing, and the bolt hit him directly on his neck.
Wait, if he was looking up, then that should have covered him.
The lightning's impact.
If he was looking down, it would have been exposed, so...
His neck, huh?
You're in trouble now. You screwed up.
I got out of the forest as fast as I could. That is all that happened. This changes nothing.
Objection!
That's
Looks
windy
like
weather.
you saw things wrong here, Sonata.
Yeah.
Or maybe you're just lying.
What are you talking about?
Something else should have happened there.
Something else?
The boom.
Detailed right here in this autopsy report, there was a burn mark on the back of the victim's neck. Sonata, if you watch the
Oh, he looked
transpire,
up so he did
how
get
did
zapped
you
in
come
the
to
neck.
acquire the scar?
I left the forest right away. How should I know?
Or you hit him.
I don't think so. You didn't leave the forest right away.
How would you know that?
Do you remember what time Applebloom got out?
I sure don't.
Cursity of Sonata. Seeing as the lightning bolt hit 8:40, and it's only a 15-minute walk to the entrance, that leaves a long time frame where you were still inside the forest.
Oh, yeah.
In fact, it's even larger considering you admitted to teleporting out.
Busted.
So I'll ask again, where did he get that scar?
She's gonna make something up, isn't she?
She did explain where he got it. The lightning itself must have struck in his exposed neck.
But he was looking up, she just said.
Not according to another detail Sonata shared. She stated, I saw Ace look up, bewildered at what she was doing.
And that protected
the bolt
him.
hit him directly on the neck.
You're right. It would have left a mark on the front of his neck if he was looking up.
Care to explain this, Four Eyes?
That mark isn't from the lightning bolt. That mark was from the day before the incident. Ace was in a dangerous race inside of Wright's volcano.
Yeah, I
and
knew
must
she
have
would
picked up a
sick of
nasty
something.
scar from some embers.
Well, that could explain it. His schedule confirms that he was indeed racing in that volcano the day before he came into Ponyville. It would have still been fresh. This is just stupid. Of all places you could race, why would any pony with a sane mind feel the need to race in a volcano?
Yeah.
High risk, high reward. The prize was a treasure known as the Flame Dragon Ruby.
Okay.
And I bet you two won that through cheating, huh?
We did. Problem?
Shut
Yeah?
up, wrong. She gave you a good explanation for the burn.
Do you have a doctor's note to confirm this injury?
He didn't like doctors, so it doesn't really come as a surprise that he didn't want to get it checked out.
So you're saying he had this burn mark on his neck before he even arrived in Ponyville?
That's
Then
exactly
how
what I'm
did-
saying. Mr. Wright is
If
doing
he got
what
electrocuted,
defensive
where's the
attorneys
mark?
do best, trying to make something out of irrelevant details.
Wait!
Huh?
There is something wrong here. He couldn't have had that burn mark before the incident.
Twilight, I'm supposed to be the lawyer here.
Stick to the books, Snarkle. He got that scar from his race in the volcano.
No, he didn't. And I have proof.
Eh?
Twilight, you really shouldn't...
Pony named Cruise Control gave this to me yesterday.
And what about it?
It's a picture of the victim entering the forest. With the timestamp on it, it shows it was taken 20 minutes before the crime even took place.
What are you trying to prove here, Snarkle? Every pony knows when he entered the forest.
I'm not trying to prove he went in there. Look closer and you'll see exactly what I'm trying to
Oh, he must not have a mark on his back of his neck. I don't see anything.
You see it, don't you? There's no burn mark on the back of his
Aha!
neck.
Oh my! She's right!
This proves he acquired that scar while he was in the forest.
She must have shocked him in the
Oh my
back
gosh,
and
did
the neck.
everybody see that? That felt so exhilarating! This is so exciting! I found the flaw in their testimony! Do you all think I sounded professional enough? Oh, I'm going to tell the princess about this!
Alright, settle down.
Sorry, I got a little carried away.
Maybe a little. But thank you anyway. Let me take the reins from here.
Nay.
Sonata.
Don't you ever do that again.
As my co-counsel has pointed out, he couldn't have acquired that scar prior to entering the forest.
It was from the golf club.
The golf club?
Oh, like a lightning rod. He could have zapped him right in the back of the head if he was carrying it.
Resulted in a burn mark.
Like if the lightning missed and hit the rod, if he was carrying it, he could have zapped him in the back of the neck. And, yeah, that would make sense.
When Rainbow Dash set the cloud off, the bolt was large enough to hit Ace as well as the ground. The bolt had started a fire, and it was my burden to put it out. He fell to the ground, neck landing on the golf club and breaking it. That's how the burn mark got there. I moved the body and stick aside and put out the fire myself. I ran away from the crime scene after experiencing such an incident, but returned later when I realized I
Alright, back to it.
forgot to take the golf club.
So you really did take the golf club?
Yes, I did. Problem?
You were just denying
Yeah, you're
earlier
supposed
you
to
even
leave
touched
it on the crime
That's
scene.
because I tampered with the crime scene. That would have me, and is going to have me, put away for quite some time.
Then why admit it now?
Because I'm already going to jail for my victory methods, what's a little longer to clear this outlandish murder accusation you're trying to put on me?
But why would you carry this golf club out?
Because I touched it when I moved it aside. I wanted to remove all evidence I was there.
Okay, focus, Phoenix. She's constantly revising the story. She has to run out of excuses sooner or later.
I would have
When
my own
Rainbow
pony
Dash set
OC,
the
but this
cloud
is
off,
super
the
long as
bolt
hell,
was
so I'm
large
just
enough to hit
stick
Ace
with
as well as the ground.
this.
How big was this fire?
Quite large. You were at the clearing, were you not?
It's
Well,
not
it was the
that
start
big of a
it.
fire.
That's how big it was before I put it out.
How did you manage to put it out?
I used Ace's bag to beat it down.
Wait a minute. If you took the golf club because you touched it, why did you leave the bag behind?
It didn't matter. I've touched that bag a million times before. Ace's butler, too. His stylist, and even his mother when she packs his lunches.
Okay.
His mother still packs his lunch? How old is he?
25.
Younger than me.
Just gonna pretend she didn't answer that.
The point is, there were tons of indications others have touched it aside from me. And I wanted Rainbow
Everybody
Dash
likes
to
touching his
not
bag.
only not following our terms, but killing Ace. So I purposely left those pictures behind.
Alright.
The bolt had started a fire, and it was my burden to put it out.
Why did you feel the need to put it out? Being environmentally friendly?
Yeah, you don't want the whole damn forest to burn.
Was my main concern.
I see. If someone were to see that fire, it would attract other opponents, and you would be caught on the crime scene.
Exactly. But it seemed that it didn't matter any longer.
Well, you did save the
Fell
forest
to
from
the ground,
burning.
neck landing on the golf club and breaking it. That's how the burn mark got there.
He fell on the club?
I heard it snap as he landed on top of it. So I guess so.
And that's how the burn got there.
I hurried to the flaming area and tried to put out the fire. His body was in the way, so I moved him and the stick out of the flames. The fire must have heated up the metal.
Why not call for
Broke
help?
and left
Just
that
abandon
mark
his
on
butt.
neck.
That would mean the body wasn't hurtled by the lightning. Sonata was the one who moved both him and the stick to the dirt patch. where
Instead of
Phoenix
having
discovered
that ace dude do it. Or that
I
split
moved the
personality
body
dude
stick
do.
aside and put out the fire myself.
Objection! Sonata, what you just said doesn't line up.
Eh?
Why not?
You said the golf club was laying in the fire. But just look at it. It smoldered and burnt beyond any recognition.
Yeah, like a lightning bolt hit it so hard that it burnt.
If
badly.
Ace was really laying in the fire for as long as the golf club, the exposed parts on the suit should be all burned, not just a small one from the stick. Flesh burns faster than metal. Even the suit itself would have taken damage from those flames.
Yeah.
Oh my! You are correct, Mr. Wright!
Your explanation doesn't make any sense, Sonata.
I think she learned electric spell and zapped him in the back of the neck.
Objection! Stop trying to turn anthills into mountains.
Eh?
This is no anthill. A lot of things don't line up with these events if we take this into consideration. The victim could not have been laying in that fire. His burns should be as severe as the likes of the golf club. But all we have is one burn mark on the back of his neck.
His corpse should
So
be
this can
really
only mean
bad.
one thing. The victim was alive after the first bolt came down.
Like Dark, like
Objection!
the Alchemist
This
Brothers.
is stupid. The first
You guys
bolt
remember
was the
that
only
episode about
one
the-
that could have killed him.
The burn body.
That's where you're wrong. I believe I know what happened based on a piece of evidence.
Full Metal Alchemist. There we go.
I think there was a struggle of some kind.
Again, this is the most foolish foolery of your foolish full brain in that foolish spiky cranium of yours. How could he have had a struggle with lightning?
I think this lightning has been one big red herring all along.
Eh?
What basis
Like I said, I think she
do you
zapped
suggest
it.
the victim had the struggle, Mr. Wright?
Let's review what we know. The burn
Yeah,
mark on
I
the
think
back
I'm
of his
right.
neck.
I think she zapped him in the
golf
back of
club
the head.
is really the only thing that could have done it. I have no doubt it was laying in that fire for quite some time, which in turn heated the metal. Next, the golf club itself. It was to be assumed it broke when he fell on top of it. But the body should have been just as burned as the golf club if you were laying in that fire to render it to what it is now. There's no way the body could be like it is if it were really hit by the first bolt.
She's in trouble.
We find ourselves back at this question. How did the golf club burn him?
Explain.
The only answer I can draw is someone hit him with it. And I think we all know who that someone is.
Are you suggesting she hit him?
Actually, that would
That's
make sense
exactly
why
what
the
I'm
part broke off.
You just keep getting dumber and dumber. You know that?
Then perhaps you can explain where he got the burn mark. Remember, he had to have received it while he was alive in the forest based on this picture.
Couldn't the defendant have used the stick to hit him? I just can't see why his manager would assault him like this.
Because of what he...
He's
blackmailing.
right. Rainbow Trash could have easily hit him. They have those pictures of her after all.
It's really sad when you have to get bailed out by
But
the
you
judge.
and Pinkie Pie...
Rainbow could not have done that. She was long gone after the lightning came down.
Yeah.
Yeah, according to Gilda. But do you remember she gave up
And
space to look
Fluttershy.
for her package?
That's true, Rainbow could have gone back while Gilda was looking for her package. But I'm not talking about that. Sonata here was the only one who could have used that golf club to hit him.
She's in
And
trouble.
you of all ponies should know why, Trixie.
What do you mean?
But how
Eh?
could she be the only one?
Very simple, Your Honor.
What the hell?
The Philly's Guide to Ponies? Is that a children's book?
Yes, it is.
I, gave that to you to read, not to, present as, evidence.
Really?
Trixie read that one while she was still learning to speak. How dare you bring such a childish item in and make a mockery of this court?
Coming from Miss Wizard Hat and Wizard Cloak. Hold on a sec. I'm just using this as a visual aid to make my point.
Okay.
This better be good.
Unicorns have
Well,
different types
This
of
book is
magic.
pretty small. It details the different types of ponies in Equestria.
Yeah, but I've
Right here on
seen
page
many
one,
Earth ponies who can...
unicorns use magic.
Uh,
And we see an illustration
many ponies
of a
can
cute
grow
little unicorn
plants,
playing
too.
with toys, using her horn to move them. Do you see what I'm getting at here? If that club was hot enough to burn his neck, any physical contact with it would have burned whomever picked it up.
So she had
So
to use
that
magic.
completely rules out Rainbow Dash and Gilda. And even if they did pick up the stick while it was cooled down, it wouldn't matter. It wouldn't be hot anymore, thus not being able to leave that mark.
No!
That would be the case if you were anyone. Or, any pony but a unicorn. Sonata is the only one who could have used it as a weapon, for the simple fact she could have picked it up without touching it using a levitation spell. Don't even
Okay, I
bother
guess it
saying
wasn't
you
an
don't know that
electric spell,
either,
but still.
Sonata. It's one of the simplest of unicorn spells. I've even seen you doing it, picking up that notepad of yours.
Oh yeah, she knows she's screwed.
That leaves 2 questions, Sonata. Why would you hit your longtime business partner? And how did he die of electrocution?
Remember that she said it's because she couldn't live with the guilt?
To tell the truth, I don't have an answer for the latter. But I may have the one to why you hit him.
But this is wrong. She couldn't have done it. Why would she? She was his assistant.
Weren't you the one who said the motive doesn't matter, Trixie?
You...
But unlike you, I think it does matter. And I'll gladly explain what I think her motive for striking him with the golf club was. Tell me, Sonata, the reason you hit him was this, wasn't it?
The resignation thing.
You were planning on backing out of your dubious blackmailing deeds, weren't you? As it says in your letter of resignation here. You probably showed this to Ace right after your deal with Rainbow went bad. I don't think Ace was too happy with your decision. This letter was torn in half. Half was found by Fluttershy's cottage, most likely blown away by the wind. Well, the other you must have recovered, as I found it in your hotel room. You couldn't just throw it away. Someone might find it. So you kept it in your room, while the police were busy investigating the crime scene. That's probably why you got so angry when Pinky and I intruded. You were afraid we might have discovered the meaning behind the letter. Also, the reason you didn't have us arrested on the spot. The police might have confiscated my evidence, including the torn letter.
Oh, yeah.
But what's the motive, Mr. Wright?
Ace probably wasn't too thrilled about his part.
He was gonna blackmail her.
Ghost on their business, which is why he tore the letter in half after reading it. He didn't want to give it up, and in turn, didn't want you publicly disclosing what you two were doing. Now, I doubt branding him with a hot stick was enough to kill him, and no doubt he'd be angrier afterwards. There's no way you could prepare teleporting when engaged in an argument like that. So what happened after, Sonata? There's no way you can't know. The first and second lightning bolt could not have killed him based on the evidence we have. So what killed him, Sonata? There's nobody left to blame for his death but yourself. Rainbow Dash being long gone after the first bolt.
So she knocked
Gilda
maybe knocked him
searching for
unconscious,
a
then threw him in the fire?
And Apple Bloom lost in the forest, whom later you brought out. You're the only one left who could have done it.
But if you're saying she killed him, how could she have electrocuted him?
Trixie, you must know as well as I do that there are some spells out there capable of electrocution.
But artificial electricity isn't strong enough to kill.
Given the situation she was in, being threatened by him, it could have caused a magic surge.
And the fact he was weakened after being hit with a blazing hot blunt object that could have caused head trauma, the jolt could have been enough to stop his heart.
She'd also have the ability to aim it at one of the exposed areas on the suit. Not only from examining the suit, but the magic illuminating the area where she conducted the spell.
You can't just say she did this. If Ace was really threatening her, why would she not just run away? Resorting to violence as a first option is totally illogical.
She couldn't outrun him. He was an athlete.
Oh,
He could
yeah.
have easily caught her without even trying. And I doubt they just talked things over and made up after she hit him.
Yep.
By the fact we have a dead body.
That's one of those really bad situations.
There's no way the second bolt could have done it being a dud as Trixie uncovered. And even if it wasn't a dud, it would have had to hit him in midair to not make a noise, which is impossible due to the protective suit. There's no way out of it. Sonata must have electrocuted him somehow between the time frame the first bolt came down and when Gilda moved the body.
Miss Sonata, what do you have to say to all this?
Yeah. You gonna lie through your teeth again, or what?
It's amazing what one little mistake ended up costing me.
What?
When I first spoke with you, I noticed. Your eyes showed a lot of determination and resourcefulness. That's one of the things I look at first. Eyes alone show what someone is like more than any other part of the body. They really are the window to the soul.
Okay.
No, it wasn't you. You didn't do it. It was Rainbow Trash.
It's why I wear these glasses. They aren't correctional. They're purely cosmetic.
Hey.
Though they're transparent, I feel like they shield me. I was afraid someone would find out who I am.
Who?
Find some weakness.
What?
Just like what you were doing.
Exactly.
Stop! You didn't do it!
I
And
suppose
she
my
did, yep.
weakness was pity. That's what made me write up that letter you hold in your hands, Wright.
The guilt of what you were doing to those innocent athletes caught up to you, didn't it?
Yes.
Trixie.
We arranged
God
for
damn
Rampage
it.
to
Or
meet
Celestia,
with
damn
us.
it.
Time for negotiations.
Forget it! I'm not doing it!
Do it or else.
I don't care about that. Besides, I've got a better idea.
What?
Enjoy the parting gift!
Zappity zap.
Smell you later, sucker!
Ace!
I thought you said you would do it, Sonata.
Everything
I don't know
all
what
red
went
and
wrong.
black.
Ah! Never mind. Quick, put out that fire.
Use your back to smother it. I think we got all the flames.
This is just perfect. That little upstart is gonna ruin everything.
She won't tell. There's no way she can afford telling anyone about those pictures.
Well, she will.
Then why didn't
Well,
she
right,
cooperate?
yeah.
Do you realize we're sunk if she opens her mouth? It could still work out. I just have to beat her the old-fashioned way. That sonic rainbow thing was probably just over-exaggerated, right?
Yeah.
Nope.
What's with you? You've been like that since we got here.
Like what?
All dodgy, and you mope whenever we talk.
There was actually something I wanted to tell you after this whole thing went through.
What is it?
I was
Resignation.
going to give you this, but perhaps it's better if I tell you.
Tell me what?
I can't help you do this anymore.
What?
These scandals we're pulling, I think we've gone too far.
You
Too
think?
far? Pfft, it's not like any pony is getting hurt.
No, we're exploiting vulnerabilities and weaknesses of innocent athletes just for our own fame and fortune.
Yeah.
What exactly are you trying to say here, Sonata?
Screw you.
Either you come clean and tell the truth about how you've been winning all this time, or I quit.
Are you joking? You can't quit. I can't do this without you. Then you'll go down with me. If I'm caught, you'll be caught too. You're just as guilty.
I'm sorry. Even if that may be the case, so be it. I can't do this anymore.
No!
Ace, calm down.
We can't go back now!
Ace?
You're not going anywhere, Sonata!
What are you doing?
You met an unfortunate fate in the forest.
Oh, shit.
A ferocious beast got you and ended your life.
No! Stop! Don't come any closer!
I then fell into a depressed state and couldn't race anymore. No one will notice my performance dropped because I was forced to retire.
Oh, crap.
You died. My dear Sonata, I'm so very sorry. But I'm afraid I must ask you for one more thing.
That would explain a lot. Ooh, crikey.
You're dead.
Uh-oh.
How about that? Huh? Look at that. Look what I can do. Oh, yeah. Out the butthole.
Nighty-night. What a shocking situation.
In a situation like that, you don't really have time to think. I knew I couldn't run. It was hardly even a question. Ace was undeniably faster. And I couldn't teleport. That took too much time and too much concentration. The only thing left to do then was to defend myself. I reached out with my magic and took hold of the nearest object, that disfigured, smoldering remnant of a golf club, and swung it as forcefully as I could. It hit the back of his neck, still hot enough to leave a nasty burn. The club snapped in two and Ace shrugged the whole thing off like it was nothing. When he looked at me then, that last time, he was angry. I dropped the broken pieces of the smoldering golf club and let them fall to the ground, and resorted to the only thing I had left, directing the full force of my magic power in his direction towards one of the exposed parts of the suit. What I had not taken into account was a magic surge which uncontrollably amplifies magic, and it may have let loose more than I had intended. After that, what frightened me most was not Ace and his uncontrollable anger, or even the fear of death, but that the force around me had grown entirely silent. He was lying on the ground. The spell had hurtled him a few feet. I ran away from the clearing as fast as I could. I couldn't use any spells of any kind, not being able to concentrate after what I had just done. I just ran away in complete darkness. When I realized he wasn't following me, I had to see what had happened. About 10 minutes after the whole ordeal, I cautiously went back to the clearing, and though it was dark, I saw the silhouette of his body lying there, lifeless. It didn't take me long to realize he was dead. Being caught for blackmailing was one thing, but there was no way I wanted to be caught as a murderer. Even if I could argue it was in self-defense, I'd have no clear-cut proof he was going to attack me. I'd be banished. I formulated a plan to take everything on the crime scene and make it look as if Rainbow Dash had done it. I quickly gathered up the golf club I struck him with, and the half of my resignation letter I still had. After I was all done, I went back into the forest, trying to calm down and prepare a teleportation back to my hotel room. But, as you all know now, while I prepared that teleportation, that child bumped into me, and, just as Trixie said, it was enough to cross my destination.
Oh!
Hold on. Well, I'm gonna stop right here. Go a little bit further, but I need to take care of something. So, see you guys next time. And have a nice day.